Some experiences stay with you forever, haunting you no matter how much time passes. This is one such story, something I personally went through when I was newly pregnant. Even now, thinking about it sends chills down my spine. At the time, I was dealing with severe pregnancy fatigue. I was always exhausted, and falling asleep anywhere, anytime became the norm. That day, my husband picked me up from work just like he always did. Our house was an hour away, so I settled into the car seat and quickly drifted off. I was deep in sleep when I vaguely felt the car slow down and stop. Half asleep, I heard my husband's voice. "I'm just stopping to fill up the tank. I'll be right back." Then the car door closed and he walked away. It was quiet, too quiet. The engine was idling softly and everything else was still. I thought nothing of it and kept my eyes shut, trying to hold on to my nap. But suddenly, a strange sensation crept over me. I felt watched. It wasn't just my imagination. Something or someone was staring at me from behind. The air in the car felt cold and heavy and my heart began to race. I tried to shake it off as nerves. After all, I was wearing my cross necklace, a symbol of protection. But for some reason it didn't make me feel safe this time. The tension in the car was unbearable. Just as the uneasiness reached its peak, the driver's door opened. My husband got back in, breaking the silence. He glanced at me and said, "You okay? We're almost home." The moment he returned, the suffocating feeling vanished. I could move again. I nodded weakly, too shaken to explain what had just happened. We finally pulled into our garage. My husband turned off the car and gently shook my shoulder. "Hey, we're home. Time to get up." But I was so tired I could barely respond. "You go inside first," I mumbled. "I just need a few more minutes." He hesitated but eventually agreed. "All right, but be careful. Don't stay too long." Then he left, closing the car door behind him. The garage fell silent. There was no sound except for the faint rustle of wind outside. I lay back in the seat trying to doze off again. But then it happened. Out of nowhere, I heard a loud rustling sound. It was like someone crumpling a plastic bag, deliberately making as much noise as possible. The sound was sharp, invasive, and impossibly close, right in my ear. My eyes flew open, or at least they tried to. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't move. My body was frozen, paralyzed. The sound continued, growing louder and more menacing. Then I felt it. Fingers. Something, or someone, was lightly scratching my neck and arms like it was toying with me. My heart pounded in my chest as I fought to regain control of my body, but no matter how much I struggled, I couldn't move. And then I heard it. A low, chilling laugh. It wasn't loud, but it was sinister. Mocking. It felt like it was laughing at my helplessness, enjoying my fear. I couldn't see it, but I could feel it. An oppressive, dark energy right next to me. It radiated pure malice like it wanted to harm me. The only thought running through my mind was, "Don't touch my baby. Please don't hurt my baby." I gathered every ounce of strength I had, silently screaming at myself to wake up. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, I managed to move my fingers. Slowly, the paralysis lifted. I gasped for air and sat upright, trembling. The garage was still empty, but the oppressive atmosphere hadn't completely gone. I stumbled out of the car, barely able to stand, and rushed into the house. My husband saw the panic on my face and asked if I was okay. I shook my head and muttered something about being tired. I couldn't bring myself to tell him what had happened. From that day on, I've never been able to sit alone in the garage again, not even for a moment. Every time I pass through, I feel like something is still there, waiting, watching, ready to torment me again. Thank you for watching this chilling story. Have you ever experienced something strange or unexplainable while alone in your car? What would you do if you were in her situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more terrifying tales, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next one.